smirking like you've already got promotions and stuff.
I've got
All right,
11.
welcome everybody to the Devil's Advocates. This show is brought to you by Insurgency. Go to the description and look in the description below for the link. $9.99 for Insurgency. It is one of the best unknown games out there. Honestly, I'd rather play this than PUBG any day. So go get it. It helps this channel out, and it helps me bring you great content like this. So what we've got going on today, we've got a special show for the Devil's Advocates. We have got the Cringy Dick. Cringy Dick, how are you today?
I'm good. I just wanted to let everyone know that I'm a
I just like to let everyone know that.
He took Voltaic with him.
What just happened?
Oh my God.
Hold up, guys. What happened?
I don't know if he did that on. I don't know if he did that on purpose.
I did not do that on purpose.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. No. What I saw was he was like, all right, basically, and then he lagged out, and then I lagged out right after. I don't know what the fuck happened.
It was funny.
God.
I just want to let everyone know.
I leave call. What the fuck was that?
That was beautiful.
I missed the aftermath because it lagged me out right after that happened. What the fuck?
Amazing.
I'm like, did everyone just lag out or what? I'm like,
No,
shit.
just you two.
Google Hangouts sucks.
Fucking Blackberries, goddammit. I need an upgrade.
I'm gonna be moving over to running off of Discord and OBS probably for the next one.
Boy.
Hey, here's a question. Is anybody else able to watch this live? Because I'm watching it and it says it's still waiting for the Mercolium to go live.
We're live. It's got a little
Yeah, we're live.
Okay.
So all right.
Yeah, you're gonna have to refresh your screen, like close out.
Yeah.
And come back in.
watching. It's
There it
it's
is.
a great game, but he's wrong. PUBG is amazing.
Let's try this again.
Don't
The
ever diss
Cringy
that,
Dick, how are you today?
I am good. Few beers deep and doing pretty good.
All right.
He's just-
Hey,
he's
he
waiting
struck
for
that
him to
one
drop
out. We'll give him points.
I was just waiting for him to drop out again.
Gone. All right.
Done.
Joining Cringy Dick is we got Voltaic. How are you?
I'm good. As you can see by my profile picture, I'm fast as fuck.
Not always a good thing, especially in the bedroom.
Yeah,
But
I had a
if you're
female
not
die on me once.
And with us again, returning, we've got Fox Scott. Fox, how are you?
I'm good. I'm finally back after my long hiatus from this show. I'm glad to be back.
Well, the show has also had a long hiatus, so it's not just you. But I'm glad to have you back. Glad to have everybody here. And joining us today, we've got the one, the only, the Messiah of Keck. How are you?
Hi guys, my name is Messiah Kate, and I have severe terminal autism.
And demonetized.
That's close to a record on this one. And
no, seriously, I'm doing good.
that's good. I'm glad to have you here. And our reigning bitch queen is Red and only. Red, how are you?
I'm about to cuck you all.
Gotta have at least
Good.
gotta have at least one hole, otherwise this is just too much of a sausage party here.
Well, even sausages have holes.
And then we got Merc, the guy with only one fan, which he has to turn off. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
And as everybody knows, I am Mercolium, the one and only.
His only fan is the one plugged into the wall.
And I had to turn it off.
And we had to turn it off. Yeah.
So, for those of you who are new to this show, this is it's a debate. It's a satirical debate. We're going to create a couple of teams. We're going to have a pro and a con team. So if you're pro, you're for whatever the topic is. If you're con, you're obviously against it. The topics are, I don't know, misleading, I guess. So play your role, have some fun, and we're going to start off with the pro side is going to...
I thought they got to pick.
Ooh.
You got to spin for the guest,
Oh,
and the guest
you're
gets to
right.
pick.
So cringe,
Sounds dope.
Cringy Dick, what side would you like to take?
I don't know. I'll do the con side. I don't care.
All right, so cringe is on the con. And so next up, you're going to be taking, we're going to have the next person on pro looks like Fox Scott's on pro side.
All right then. Yay.
Make sure I note this
Time
down.
you're a pro.
Oh,
people
yeah,
have a
you know
tendency
it.
to forget. People have a tendency to forget if they're pro or con. I'm one of them. I'll end up arguing
I'm
both
always
sides.
a pro.
I'm putting,
Always.
for those of us who are on here, I'm putting it in our group chat so that I can remember because I forget too. And so joining Cringe, the Cringy Dick on the con side is Voltaic.
Nice.
All right.
My man.
On the con. And joining Mr. Fox Scott on the pro side. It's going to be down to the last three. What do we got? What do we got? Ooh.
I get the host. I have
get the
host
host.
advantage.
You have host
I have
advantage.
host
Cheers.
advantage.
Wait, so I'm con, yeah.
And
Very good.
con side is either going to get red or going to get dicked. And they got dicked. Oh.
And as always, Red is on the same team I'm on. I don't think I've been in one of these streams where you're not on my team. So that's actually
Yeah, I've got it rigged up.
Yep.
you dislike me too much. Thank you.
All right. So
Gone.
now that we've got this,
Sorry,
is
but it sounds
everybody
like you're
ready to play the game?
No, I'm not ready. I gotta jump off a building real quick.
Okay, well, we're about there. So here are the topics for today.
What the heck is 1010? What the?
Oh, you're gonna like that one.
Oh, that
No.
one.
Oh wait,
Our
that's
topics-
binary. What is that? What is that? fucking
I don't know what that
Someone search that up right now. We're gonna know it.
Look it up.
And actually, on that topic, when you see the full ASCII on there, you can copy that into a converter, and it'll tell you what's the what it says. If you really want to get that nerdy into it. So anyway, as you can see, we've got binary 10101, whatever. Fuck it. Racial tensions, hiring practices. I have door. Wow, I'm a dork. Do your duty is what that's supposed to be.
Do your duty.
Do your duty for your country.
Close enough.
Door your duty. That must be illegal.
Yeah,
Yes.
Exterminate the Jews.
Oh,
Hitler.
oh.
Heil
David.
Hitler.
And now you're demonetized officially.
Yeah, for sure.
And now you're demonetized.
There's no coming back after that.
If this channel is up after this, I will be surprised.
We'll just move it to my channel. It'll finally have content.
Just wait. YouTube will eventually just start deleting channels. They don't like. I'm waiting
They
for it
already
to
did.
happen.
They already did that.
I know, but they're gonna do it a lot more than they already do.
All right. So okay. Now let me get through the rest of these. We got the natural order, labor, EPA, the no-no zone. Those are our topics for today. So since the Cringy Dick got to pick sides, Fox, you don't get to pick anything right now.
He can pick his nose.
Actually, you can pick. Do you want to go first or second?
I'll go second.
All right. First topic is going to be.
Oh, well, what do you know?
There we go.
All right, so
Well, what do you
put
know?
this into Google real quick.
Alright,
I
I'm
can't
on Google.
find it.
So let me pull this up.
Hold on
real
one second.
quick.
Siri, what is 1101 some random number one?
And actually, let's see. Let me put this back up now with the topic on there. And that is the actual code. If you want to copy that down,
Can we copy paste that? Like,
I will
I
at
don't
the
think
end.
that's how it works.
I will.
can you
at the
send
end-
this like it actually typed out? Because otherwise, this could take forever. to type.
Yes, I will actually get this typed out and put it
Thank
into
you.
the description so you guys can really geek it up if you want. So, Fox, you said you're going first or
curious.
second?
I said I was going second.
Second. Okay. So, Cringe, Voltaic, and Dick. As artificial intelligence comes closer to emulating the human brain It is thought that emotions will be emulated as well. Should human age hold on. Should human age restrictions be applied to androids when it comes to sexual consent?
Oh,
Well, you
fucking, we're
cons have to
cons.
say no. You have to say no.
You're against this one.
All right.
Let's hear
was
about your
prepared.
child rape.
Voltec, do you want to take this one?
We have to say yes. Oh dear.
Voltec, do you want to take this one?
Shit.
I can take this
Artificial
one. I can take
intelligence
this one
comes
if you guys. If you guys
Now remember,
don't
your
wanna.
guys' con side, your answer is no. There should be no age restriction.
All right, so we have to go for no. All right.
Oh wait, we have to say no.
Yep.
Correct.
Okay, okay, I got
know.
this.
Let's hear about the rape
All right.
fantasies. Come on.
Basically, age is just a number. That's it. There's my argument.
Debate over.
Sad point about this, I've got a better no argument than a yes argument. Fuck me.
Oh yeah. All right, dick balls go.
All right, I got one
I'll take
too.
us up.
If anybody wants to pick up on that one.
Go for it.
All right, so essentially what I'm thinking here is with an Android and technology in general, you can't really apply like a human age to a computer. Like I can pull up a computer that is still running Windows 95, and I'm still able to type something up on Word. And I can get a brand new computer fresh off the factory line, and I can take my dirty file, my dirty fan fiction that I wrote on my Windows 95 computer, put it on a flash drive, stick it in there, and still upload it on there, and I'll be able to read it and fap to it at my disclosure.
Are you
So-
sure you won't need a floppy disk?
A floppy disk.
Depending on what computer you're running. But no, essentially though, my line of thinking is they wouldn't make artificial intelligence to emulate a child in that sense. Like it would just be counterproductive to do so. And even if they did, it really does not make that much of a difference, seeing as the example I cited earlier, you can have an older machine which is compatible with a newer machine. So why can't an older human be compatible with a younger machine?
But it's only been on this planet for so long. You're gonna say that it's been here for 5 minutes and you're gonna start fucking it? No, you gotta let it have some
Like I
life.
said, like, age does not apply to it, especially not even from a technical standpoint. That machine was designed so that it can be compatible with older technology, i.e. my dick.
Like, if you
Well, see,
get a,
I'm
if you
gonna
get a
say that-
pocket,
I say
if
that
this is
the
the
age
con side-
restrictions. I say that the age restrictions should apply because honestly, technology ages way faster than humans can. So even if you put an age restriction, you should actually put a limit on that age restriction, because you don't want to go fucking a 60-year-old robot doll unless that's your your fantasy. So apply it like dog years. So it would have to be younger. You would have to keep it at a young age. Otherwise, you'll be doing damage to that poor geriatric laptop.
Well, to add on to that,
if you buy, oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say it's if this is a machine that is having artificial intelligence, which is coming closer and closer to human emotion and thought process, then technically, if you were doing something to a newly made robot, it's almost like doing something to a child. It's still learning. It doesn't know better. So, like, yeah, I would say you might want some restrictions on that.
Exactly. Let it at least live a little bit before you stick your dick in it.
Well, that's how
What
listen,
You
that's
can't,
how it
you can't let
learns.
it live too long.
That's how it learns. You have to
And
get
so
it to
I'm
like
for
you
the
said,
age
that's-
restriction.
That's the thing.
I'm
There's
for
this
the
age
age
restriction. It's just
restriction,
not the
but you
same
have to
as
keep it
normal
current.
age. It's just not the
I'm
age
gonna have to
of
disagree with y'all.
humans.
Yeah.
What
It's
if they
just a
make an
different-
AI pocket pussy? Are you gonna wait till it like gets shipped to you and then like wait a few extra years? Or you're gonna fucking?
The only thing I wonder is
when it gets shipped to you.
why would you give it an AI if that's all it's used for?
I don't fucking know.
It's like why?
It's
Why
better than
bother?
most female intelligence out
Well,
there.
this is the topic. That's why.
I'm just thinking
You
of.
want a pocket-
I don't know if you guys have played this. The scene from Portal 2 where GLaDOS gets put into the potato. That's the first thing comes to my head right now. Just the potato talking back.
Let's see when but see when you're using your older computer and you buy a new one, your computer can't say, no, I don't want this. The Android can.
It can shock you.
But how do you know it's programmed to say no to its creator and or owner?
But then that's not necessarily artificial intelligence.
You program it if you're getting.
Yeah,
You would just have to program it yourself, because most of these people buying these dolls are, like pretty geeky anyway, so they can print to do whatever they want. I mean, it's all up to the consumer themselves. So you can program it any way you want. It's kind of like people that strip down Windows programs and other things and redo it. Ow.
All right. I think we're gonna move on.
Yeah.
That kind of hit
that was uncomfortable.
That was just a weird one.
You're during sleep nap.
Good.
Weird one.
I'm glad it was
another argument.
uncomfortable.
That's like
What's
bordering
your other argument?
pedophilia.
You don't see people waiting a few years before they fuck their exhaust pipe on their new car.
Oh dear.
And the next porn film is.
All right, so let's go back to our topic list here. And so this is going to go to, well, this will be on the pro side to start.
Anybody else hearing roboting?
From who? Labor. I got to flip over here.
Can anybody else hear voices roboting, or is it just my connection?
I think it's your connection.
I think it may just be you.
I haven't heard anybody.
Okay.
Labor.
Under the topic of labor.
This reminds me.
Many people blame illegal immigration on companies willing to hire them. Therefore, to curb illegal immigration, should the United States lower the legal working age from 16 to 8 to open up a new / former labor force?
Dang it.
So pros get to go first this time.
Oh.
Last time I had to argue slavery. Why not?
Yep. Let's talk about child labor now. Okay.
Yes.
For those of you in the
Okay,
stream,
so-
I'm so sorry.
So I'll start this one off with pro, because you know what? I have children. And you know what? We really should open the market up to them, because they are learning from us. And if we were to actually open them up into the marketplace, no one's saying you have to like put them into dangerous fields. But if they're going to get their asses in here, do we want them just like our children to lay around and do nothing and expect an allowance? Or do we really want them to actually come here and work like we're telling everybody they should?
I definitely agree with that. Put them on a farm. Make them pull some weeds or something. Make them earn that, iPod, that iPad, whatever they want.
Or dinner.
And to add that on
Or
to
dinner.
It is, when you look at history, people have been having it to where their kids have started working on the farms way before the age restrictions we have now. They'd be starting work probably before they're even 8 years old. They'd be out, they'd be doing chores, they'd be cleaning, and they'd probably be working from about the same time as the parents would be. So it's not that unheard of. The only difference is here they may get some pay out of it.
Yeah, and why should we let China and Taiwan have the corner on the minor market? I mean, we've got tons of kids here, especially ones that don't have parents.
This isn't saying that the kids have to do it. This is saying if they want to, they can apply for a job.
Yeah.
I mean, and then look at it this way, with the age restriction being at 16, that's pretty close to adulthood. And if you all of a sudden throw responsibilities onto a child, they are still children, 16 to 18 in that age group. I mean, if you all of a sudden throw responsibility and everything on them, at least give them 8 to 10 years to learn what responsibility and accountability is and how to get in there, get their hands dirty, or even learn a trade. I mean,
dang it, now this is actually starting to sound like it could actually be useful.
Yeah, fuck, I got no argument for this shit. All right, is it concert now?
All right, I'm actually glad that I got.
But
Is it concert now?
Yep, go for
it's
it.
Scott's turn.
All right,
All right, Dick Balls, I'll let you be. Have
well,
fun.
no, I'm just saying, shouldn't the kids, instead of be working in the farm, shouldn't the kids be using their resources and going to school instead?
Yeah.
This isn't saying they can't go to school. This is saying after school they may have times where they can go and work. It doesn't say
It sounds like you guys want another. It sounds like you guys want to turn our country into Mexico.
It's almost there already.
I say they're coming here. They're already used to it. It's not changing anything.
All right, so I'm actually really glad that I got to know on this one, because this is actually part of a script that I'm currently working on against anarcho-capitalism, and wherein, as part of anarcho-capitalism, child labor would be re-legalized. And a major argument that they have on that side is you can make a child work if a child gives consent to work. But the problem with that is children are oftentimes misinformed about certain things, such as responsibilities and, quite clearly, sexual activity. There's a reason why we can't say, oh yeah, you can just have sex with an 8-year-old. And the same applies to a child. A child at that age should not have that kind of responsibility forced down on them. They shouldn't have to consider things like time limits on work schedules, or trying to balance out work, school, and family life all at the same time around that age. That's a little bit too much to put on a child who is, just now learning his multiplication tables or whatnot.
Well, see, also, on that point, you could use, say it's farming, you could use that to teach them. I've got, 5 rows with 60 seeds in it. How many seeds are in each, or how many seeds do I have total?
Hold up, Dicky Balls. You're on the con side. Why the fuck are you agreeing with them?
Am I agreeing with them?
Yeah, it'll help. You're a oh my god.
I think
I just said
no. They should not be counting those fucking seeds. Yeah, but then you got to think about.
I said that they shouldn't be that shouldn't happen. They should be going to school. That's what I said.
This is the way you were wording it. It sounds like you were going to the pro side here. No, I got this. I'm on the con side. I gotta help us. Shit.
Fucking open your ears.
That was good.
Thank you for that. I really appreciate it.
What if one of the kids gets injured? Like they're trying to pull out some weeds or something, and then they
exactly.
Then they're entitled to
accident prone.
Then they're legally covered by L&I.
Yeah. Then we don't have to
we
worry.
wouldn't be putting them in super dangerous jobs. We would probably have them in smaller things that wouldn't be too dangerous.
And also, if
look
you
at it this way, child actors are already.
Some people are idiots. They can cut their self with a fucking paper. What do you think a child's gonna do in a job?
But I mean, look at it this way. Children are already acting in industries and doing other kinds of jobs. Why not just legalize it all the way down for everybody, not these elitist assholes who think they have talent? Why should just the special pretty blonde-haired, blue-eyed children be able to have all these opportunities? Are you racist, sir? Do you not want these children to have the same opportunities?
I'm racist, yes.
Hold on.
To kind of add on to that.
SJW mode engaged.
All right, that. I like it. I like that timing. That was good.
That was good. All right, let's move on now.
We got fucking Dicky Balls going on the opposite teams now.
No, you just don't have good ears.
I have one final point.
Okay, go for it.
Scientific research has shown us before in the past, though, that children who overstrenuate their muscles while they are still developing can lead to several sorts of muscular I'm trying to think of the word.
Muscular dystrophy?
Yeah, dystrophy.
Yes. Later on in life. Because it just messes with their development if you start them too early on at an early age. So if you're putting them into manual labor that early on into life, they're going to not properly develop their muscle controls.
All right, come at us now, pros.
What about the kids who are already mowing lawns and doing this and only earning $1 or $2 a lawn? Why not give them the ability to actually have a real opportunity to work and maybe work with a company where they could do it on a riding lawnmower, where they're actually getting a lot more done with a lot less physical effort and making more money on it?
Yeah, kids do that all the time. I mean, heck, when I was in Cub Scouts, we actually went and we did a clean the highway project thing. I was only like 8 or 9. So
what if the lawnmower blows up? What if the lawnmower blows up? What are you gonna do about that? The kid's gonna be dead.
It would blow up.
Clearly, you haven't. I was gonna say I've been using a lawnmower since I was 8 or 10.
Well, the thing is, though, you don't get that kind of
most severe thing that ever happened to me was
that kind of workouts by doing it like once or twice a week or once per in like a Cub Scout troop. If you're doing it day after day all the time, though, it's going to eventually start taking its toll, and then by that point you're not going to be able to have a child who functions properly.
I mean,
well,
I did
nobody
it as
said
a
they
job.
had to do it. Nobody said they had to do it 40 hours a week, and nobody's actually requiring the children to do it. But the ones that want to and have the ability to do it maybe one weekend a month.
Yeah, I did it 4 times a week because I had multiple
point blank, Red. Are you going to make your kids do it if this law ever passes?
We got 3 girls. Hell yeah! Live on a damn farm.
But the whole part of the question was, it was trying to curb out illegal immigration.
Yeah.
Illegal immigrants work like over 40 hours per week. So if you're trying to substitute illegal immigrants with children, you're putting that stress onto children.
But see, here's the thing: is you can offset that by taking a lot of these, welfare moms who've got 16 children and sending their 16 children, and that equals 1 Mexican. Come on.
Real quick, I know this is a big conversation, but we are getting a little bit off topic. Like,
of course we are.
Show.
That's fine.
I'm just saying maybe we should probably continue this later or in a different stream since we are wasting time. We're almost at 5 minutes past when we ended this question. So,
let's go on to the next topic.
Yeah, I will put a little quick disclaimer. This is not things that we actually believe. This is all satirical. This is all in good humor. So, we're gonna go back to this, and we're gonna move on.
Yeah, if I had kids, I would not put them in a dangerous job. Or
God,
no.
My children are pretty damn spoiled.
Go, harvest the eggs from the chickens or deliver new chickens.
I think we all understand that we got what you meant by devil's advocate.
Yeah, I know the guests do, but not all the viewers do. And I'm waiting for this to hit some like Philly D and go, oh my God, would you not believe what these people say? Yeah. So, all right, moving on.
We have viewers? We have viewers?
I got one.
You want to put children into steel fills?
One of them me, I think.
All right, so let's go in.
Let's see what we get, boys.
Ooh, hiring practices.
This one.
Are we switching up pros and cons?
Oh, you know what? You were right. Yeah, actually, we'll do it after this one.
Oh, okay.
This one, I wanted to pull this one, but we're going to leave it in. This one's a little bit harder to be funny, but we'll see what we can get. Hiring practices. Women claim that there's a bias against men when it comes to hiring them. Therefore, should employment applications remove gender identifiers?
Ooh.
A legitimate question, I know.
I gotta go SGW again.
Mind if I can go ahead and start on this one? Mind if I go ahead and start? I like the idea of taking the gender out, or like maybe race. I would leave the name in there because obviously they need the name in order to have contact with you. But if you did that, then there's really no way for them to like, at least if they're just looking at the form. If they see you in person, they can tell. But there's no way to discriminate based on race or gender. So, I mean, obviously, if you were filling out forms later, but when you're looking for applicants, it's not too terrible of an idea. I can see how it could easily be misused, but
that's the thing, though. Like, wait, are we
You're
still,
con.
I'm still con,
Yeah,
right?
we're still con.
So I gotta disagree with this.
I already have an argument ready if you want to.
Kick it up a notch.
Yeah, go ahead. I'll think about it for a second.
Okay, so the government already wants to put mandates on several businesses to hire a multitude of minorities and women and people who have less representation, essentially. They want to hire these people just basically so that there is no quote-unquote discrimination in the workplace as it is. So by putting down your gender or your race onto an application, the business can look at your application and is able to highlight that and is able to put that into the books and say, okay, this is a man, this is a woman, I need X amount of women working in my office, and I need X amount of minorities working in my office. But by putting in a mandate to try and remove that that part of the application, it's kind of a bit of a hypocrisy because it's both coming. the arguments are coming from the same side. The same side is still arguing for the removal of gender from those from that documentation, while also trying to get more representation for less represented people.
Yeah, you'd have to get rid of the representation in order for this to actually be plausible. But I think if you don't have those limitations, it's not that bad. I mean, you would obviously need it at some point in order to officially hire them. But when you're actually looking for applicants, I don't think you really need it.
No, on the initial application, they could put their name, they could put all their gender identifiers, but when it goes to the HR person who's actually in charge of moving them to the next step, they get a number. And male, female, race, all that stuff is pulled off.
They get information from previous work.
They just get the information. And that would actually help satisfy all these feminists out there with saying that, well, we don't get equal opportunities. We don't get equal opportunities. Fuck this. You're now just a number and your skills. And that's what they're going to base your job, bringing you in for an interview off of. They can do 90% of it and you only get hired off the interview, really. And by the time you get to the interview, they already know if they're going to hire you or not.
I mean,
so now
in most cases, yeah.
But like, what about misogynists, yo? Like, what if they just really hate the woman? Like, they want to know.
But they won't know until the interview.
Yeah, and even at the interview, they can do it all voice style, where the person is in a chair facing the opposite direction, so they don't even have to see them. So it could even be entertaining.
Regardless,
if you like the voice,
if they're biased anyways, it won't matter because they're gonna eventually interview you, and then if they decline you, they decline you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, see, here's how you eliminate that. I know you like voice change technology and all that, and this would actually help with like bringing more employment to other sectors too. Is that the employers would get this thing that basically modifies the voice so they can't tell if it's male or female, if there's an accent or if there's a lisp, even if they're like verbally disabled or anything like that. And they could do it all voice style in a chair basically, and they get to ask the questions and get all that stuff and see how much they actually like the person's personality and what they're doing. And then the big reveal. And then you can call them out for either being racist, misogynist, or anything like that. Because if they're like, great, I think you're a great fit. And then all of a sudden they're like, oh, the spot just got filled. Sorry.
Yeah. And
unless you have something really like obvious like that, or they say it, you really have no way of knowing if they're being biased or racist or whatever. So it does eliminate a lot of the potential problems.
And I've done interviews for jobs where it wasn't one person I was interviewing with. It was actually a board of people. And you interviewed with 3 or 4 people. So it wasn't one person's bias. So now you've basically eliminated the HR director who's sending this to the interview board from having their bias.
And plus we can take the number system back. Is all these people that talk about all these racist things and these hate symbols, is with everybody getting a number, they're reclaiming the numbering instead of people's names system. So they could do away with everybody being Nazis because, well, basically everybody would get labeled.
Yeah, what now, Conside?
But if I want to be a misogynist, I want to fucking not hire them women.
Well, no
my
lap
fucking
dances.
job. I do what I want.
No lap dances for you, son.
Oh shit.
in a way, though, if you're trying to remove gender bias, 9 times out of 10, the guy inspecting the application can just look at your name and be able to tell your gender anyway. So. Quite frankly,
I met a guy whose name was Karen.
He's probably gay, but
nowadays there are so many names where like somebody can have what sounds like a girl's name and be a dude, or have a guy's name and be a girl.
That sounds like a great topic for another show. Is people's names, and should parents have to ask the state before they actually give their children their names?
The fuck?
That does sound like a good.
I want to name my child Gaylord.
I'm gonna call my child.
That was a legit name for a while too.
Oh, I know. I want to bring it back.
One of my favorite names is when when somebody has the name Guy. I love that. I like that as a name. There are professional actors with that name.
Awesome.
It's hilarious.
All right, so are we ready to spin again?
Yeah, we're gonna switch topics. We're gonna switch teams.
So are we doing what we normally do is respin for teams, or are we just going to swap?
See you guys. It's been real. It's been fun, but it hasn't been real fun.
All right, I'm down to switch teams.
All right, we're gonna be switching teams, mixing it up, and let's see who gets to pick what side they want to be on first. Voltaic, you get to choose what side you want to be on, pro or con.
Pro.
All right, let me get this in here. It's on Pro. And going on the con side. Oh, fuck me. It's me. Actually, this might be fun. I'm going to have some fun with this. Is on the con. All right. Going with Voltaic, the V. Red. You're back on Pro.
I'm just a pro.
Oh, I'm going to tear her a new one.
It's too good for you.
Oh,
Who's joining me? Who's going to triple team red with me?
Cringy dick.
Is it gonna? Yeah.
Ooh, we got the dick.
Fuck, I'm on the pro side.
Yeah, Dick, you're correct. You're not on my team. You want to switch teams midway? No.
Oh, Red's got the dick.
I got
The
the
pro
other dick.
side seems easier.
Dick
You
Daddy.
got the other dick.
And
the
I'm
pro
on
dick.
con.
Oh, hey,
Jack
look,
is
Fox.
on.
We're on different
Yeah,
teams
for
this
once we're
time.
not on the same team.
Wow.
Okay, how's this gonna
You're
go
right.
then? Oh dear,
This is
my
gonna be
magic
awful.
buck is gone. Help me.
All right, so we gotta do pro. This is gonna be fun.
Okay, so everybody knows their team.
No.
And Jose Fox is on.
Then we-
I feel like it's easier to prove stuff than it is to disprove it because you actually have to think more.
Well, we get the dick, so this is currently the gay side of the argument.
Yeah, well,
Both
All
sides have dicks, so they're
Well,
both
yeah,
fine.
but we get the dick. We get the dick. So
Yeah, I'm just a Dick Daddy. I'm the daddy.
I believe this is very fitting for this situation. Ooh,
All right.
that's my
So,
la-la-la.
I think we'll let the ladies go first on this one.
You can
All
go
right, so
first.
the cons go first.
Yeah.
Pros.
no, pros.
Bro's gonna go
No.
first for natural order.
Natural order.
Shit.
I'm going to hell again.
This is gonna be some alt-right bullshit, isn't it?
Again,
Yes.
Red. What
I
have you
gotta
been
see
up
this
to?
question.
Oh my god.
All
Because
right,
you're not screen sharing right now.
under the natural order. In ancient times, the Spartan civilization would discard babies that were born with defects.
Oh god.
Defects.
Oh, dear.
Oh,
Should
no.
warning labels be removed from all consumer products in order to strengthen the gene pool?
Oh god.
I know it goes from like in ancient times, the Spartan civilization.
What was it you
would
said about the
discard
pro
babies.
side being easier? We have to argue against it. Easy.
Oh my god.
All right, hold on. I'm actually gonna visit Alternate Hypothesis' website. Let's see here.
Should warning labels be removed from all consumer products in order to strengthen the gene pool?
So pros get to go first.
Pro's gonna go first.
Dick
Please.
Daddy, Voltaic, you guys want to go?
Oh shit!
Or you want me to lead
I
this suicide march
I-
off?
I guess Dick Daddy will take the dick.
Yeah, natural selection at its finest.
All right, so a famous comedian once said, loosely translated, that the child who swallowed the most marbles did not grow up to have more children that swallowed marbles. Okay, so take the damn labels off. All right, the labels really
Exactly.
aren't doing anything anyway. All right, if the people are going to be stupid to blow their hair in the bathtub, they need a shocking awakening or just chlorination for their gene pool, because nobody else needs to get into the deep end of that one. Okay, so just get rid of these labels, save some freaking trees, all right, and just we're worried about population and not enough jobs and not enough money. Well, here's a simple solution.
Well, there's a big problem with that though. It's yes, there are some where the labels you would think, okay, yeah, if you're stupid enough to do this, you probably shouldn't be getting the product anyway. But there are people with, say, food products, for example. They need to tell you like what's in the stuff. They need to have like warning. This may have this thing, which may be common allergy, stuff like that. People could have some serious side effects to things like food or drugs that they may not know about if they don't have these warning labels.
Now, I wouldn't say that's so much of a warning label as letting you know what's in the package. Now,
Well, yeah,
all these
but
packages
some
have
warnings
things that
say,
say
like,
these are the
indicate-
ingredients. And most people that have these allergies or aversions to certain products actually check these labels. And the ones that, don't know they have this, intolerance or allergy or anything aren't going to get warned by the label because they don't know anyway, and they're about to find out.
But how am I going to know
regardless
what electronic device I can use in the shower if I don't have a warning label? I need to know.
Some devices that you can use in water, and some that you can't. You don't know unless something on the package tells you.
Exactly.
Wait a minute, McCollum. Real quick, post the topic again. You guys are throwing me off for a loop.
Yeah, I like the topic up at all times. It'd be kind of better.
Yeah, I don't know why he hasn't done that, but basically, it's should they remove the warnings off of label or the warning labels off of products?
If the guy was born with like a nut allergy, I think he shouldn't. Like, we've got to strengthen the gene pool, So take off all the allergies, so it's natural selection. There you go.
So you want this person to die from a peanut allergy? Got it.
Exactly.
Hey, Merc, do presenting. Present the topic part.
We got to strengthen the gene pool.
According to alternate hypothesis, genes and thus intelligence is also tied to your inheritance and to your race. Therefore, we need to remove these product labels so that we can put the lower races in danger for the future of the white. God damn it! I hate this so much. God, make me agree with the alt-rights.
Sounds like he's going off to go into another room.
You almost did it.
And he's gone.
He's having a bad day.
Oh my god.
No, I can't. Goodbye.
How would you know though if the warning label wasn't on, right? No, you would know.
You guys are doing an awful thing about these labels anyway, because you're assuming all these people can read. So are you going to either assume that everybody can push it in, or are you going to cover the entire product in every single label, every single language available, and then you won't even know what's in the damn product anymore?
Don't you know that the lower races are incapable?
Every single day we're manufacturing those labels, we're going more and more in debt.
I can't. Oh my god.
The labels are expensive.
Imagine all the jobs you're going to lose from the other people who don't put the information on the labels.
Oh yeah, dude, I'm still laughing at that. That's amazing.
You couldn't even finish it though. If you would have finished, it would have been better.
Send me the link, please.
Oh fuck! Yeah, someone else.
Sources.
I
need a source. What's the teal deer thing? Source, please. Whatever.
The what now?
Alternate hypothesis.com.
Teal deer has that saying with the source, please, or whatever.
Oh.
Sources needed or something like that.
Sources needed, yeah. Sources needed.
Oh.
Oh my god.
I think we're
that was so beautiful.
We're gonna change
that. Made me so uncomfortable, please.
That is the point of this game. I gotta love it.
Oh my god, that was a weird one, but hilarious. Honestly, I don't even know how I feel about that one.
I want to see that in a chat.
Oh my god.
All right. I didn't even I'm not even looking at the pop-out chat on this. I forgot to put it up.
I've got it open. Not many people in here. Fox Scott, say something, guys. Gaming with Coyote heard our hiring practices.
Right.
Yeah, that was how many rounds ago?
All right, so we're going to go. This is going to be on the con side for the next one. Is going to be... Oh, fuck.
Oh, dear.
I have no where this is going.
We have to advocate for rape.
No. This is going to be great.
You don't quite know how true that is.
If a woman doesn't say no, it doesn't mean she's consented.
Oh, God.
Fuck, this is going to be ass.
No means yes. Yes means
Am I going to have to be a feminist again?
In today's society, we are required to give/get verbal or written consents for almost everything. I didn't fix that. Fuck me. All right. Is it right for women to pass babies through their vagina without consent? Can this be considered a form of child molestation?
Oh, I feel bad for you guys.
Fuck it. That's going to be worse.
Just to clarify.
So you guys have to say yes. Is that?
So we pros have to say that it's right Or we have to say
No,
it.
pro side.
We have to say it.
This is considered child molestation.
You guys
Pro side.
Oh, okay, it is.
So we have to. So for the pros, we have to agree or disagree.
Everybody here was molested by their mother.
I'm a serial molester. Fuck.
I wasn't even born yet before I got touched.
Oh my god.
I'm glad the carry this out.
Somebody kill me.
Jeez.
Oh, I've got so many arguments for this. Oh my god, this is
I was
great.
such a child.
Okay.
Wait, hold on, wait. So
somebody just send this clip around. Just the clip of this argument. Just this one.
Let's make this argument a meme.
Oh my god.
This is cancer right here. Fuck cancer. This is AIDS. It's gonna take you out quick. Oh,
All right,
God, this is beautiful.
All right, all you poor little victims. Who's going first?
This is the con side. And the pro side is saying that, yes, this is child molestation. The con side is saying, no, this is not child molestation. Just to clarify.
Because...
And so we that think it's child molestation, we have to believe it's right? We believe it's right?
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't matter how ridiculous things get. Nature does have to take its course some way or another.
Life finds a way.
Point blank. Point blank.
Oh my god. Okay, so as a serial molester myself, I have to say that
So you guys find your diddling somehow.
you know, it's still required to give and get consent for everything, and that fucks everything up. I mean, child labor, they're coming out of our hole, and sometimes the kids don't come out all the way, and there are women who actually orgasm when they pass these children through their little no-no zones, and they actually go and try to actually have their, get pregnant just so they can achieve that same orgasm again and again and again. But it needs to happen, and for all the pain that women go through for childbirth, they should be able to get something out of it for giving life.
Okay, if it's the pain that you're afraid of, why don't you do like the day after pill, or the 48-hour, the 24-hour pill, or whatever they call that pill?
Birth control.
See,
What's the pill? What's the pill? The 24-hour.
It's called Plan B.
Plan B.
It's called Plan B.
Right.
Plan B pill, yeah.
Oh my.
The pull-out backup.
The pull-out backup.
Is that really what you?
I believe. I mean, without consent, it does technically classify it as child.
See, here's the thing.
Listen.
Go for it.
Listen. If the kid does not come out hand first and then give you a little thumbs up, you are not allowed to come out of you. That is his home. That is all he has ever known.
Oh my gosh, I'm dying.
No. See, there's the cesarean sections, though.
I didn't give consent to be born.
Form a debate right now.
It gives a whole new meaning that I didn't ask to be here.
I gotta actually go. I'm gonna see y'all later.
Well, it just sounds like that the women are afraid to take the responsibility that they had sex for. That's all.
Well, I'd have to agree with that. That we're not comfortable with it because we're the only ones suffering. God damn it! So we need to get something out of this. It doesn't mean we like this. We're not trying to actually do this ourselves. We're taking the burden. We're doing it. Sure, consider it molestation if you have to, just to make yourselves feel better in this no-touch society. But life will find a way. And we deserve to get something out of this.
Life finds a way.
Exactly. If the woman needs to get something out of it, and if that's something that she needs to get out of it, is that orgasm that
that sounds so terrible when you say that she has something she needs to get out of it.
No, I'm saying, if that is the case, if the woman wants to, then she can order the doctor to put the baby back in and then take it out.
But only if the baby gives a thumbs up. Oh my god!
I can't even respond. This is too funny.
You know, remember when you were born, you were crying. It's not because you were just born. It's because
molested.
You were just violated, exactly. That's why
Doctor slaps your ass.
That's why so many babies have PTSD. They can't remember their time in the womb after that event. It was so traumatic.
I knew there was a reason why I couldn't remember anything before the age of 3.
It's PTSD.
It's all PTSD. Exactly.
I remember that doctor's hands on my plump ass cheeks.
This is so. I don't even feel like I need to form an argument against this right now. It's so hilarious.
Oh wait,
It's its own argument.
With the doctors, the nurses, and everybody would be considered a group sex act.
Oh my.
It is. It's fucking gang rape. You don't know. You don't know what it's like.
I
can't remember.
Why?
What's that, Diggles? Diggles is trying to get a serious. Diggles is trying to say something. This is too painful.
I remember the doctor's hands on my ass.
What if you got a circumcision?
Oh, let's not go any further, please.
Let's not go there. Fuck no. Shit.
What are you trying to say, Dick Balls? What's Dick Balls trying to say? He's trying to.
Sorry, Dick.
He's trying to get through the hysteria. He's trying to get through the hysteria. Oh my god! All right, now that we got all the giggles out, can we actually discuss it, or is this topic dead?
It's
dead.
dead.
I don't even feel like I need to say anything.
I don't even want to agree.
And you know what? I don't.
PTSD.
I think
I'm about
honestly,
to piss.
this would be probably a good spot to probably end the stream. Do you guys want to do a couple more, or you want to end it on this one?
I want to try. I want to like. I want to do racism.
I don't care.
All right.
Oh
Let's
my
see.
gosh.
Let's just pick the topic racism then. Why not?
Racism.
Get into something which will get us all salty. Got it.
Race is real, guys. Didn't you know?
Oh, racial tension.
According to alternative
Oh,
hypothesis.
yes. Yes.
Oh, no.
This is the one.
Oh, God.
And Red, this
What'd I
one's
do?
for you.
Oh god. Oh fuck me.
Racial
actually does it.
tensions.
We're pro.
With
Oh
With
god.
the racial tensions rising and YouTubers like PewDiePie using the N-word, should we ban the use of the word ginger?
Only a ginger can call another ginger, motherfucker.
You're killing me. Oh god. You know how much crap
I'm gonna
I
have
give
to
one of
agree
my
with it. I
friends,
mean-
my whole club. We give him
You don't
so
know-
many jokes because he's a ginger.
Exactly.
Oh
They
my
get bullied a lot just because of the fact that they're ginger. And I think that word should be banned on YouTube.
He makes ginger jokes about himself, so I don't give a crap.
Shut up. Goddamn. Try to be serious here.
I'm sorry, I can't.
Good luck.
This personally affects me, and you don't understand how hard it is knowing that such a hateful term has the exact same letters as that other offensive word, and you guys dare use it.
You guys dare?
You have no idea what it's like to go through it and be called all kinds of negative things just because you have no soul and you have to collect others.
I like how you can just flip the gin. You can just flip the gin and
You're laughing at my pain.
you can just flip the gin and it'll say
Listen. All right, as far as
I feel so
gingers go,
sorry.
people would that is a genetic deficiency.
Oh,
Exactly.
Which causes the red hair.
So it's being black, right?
Hold on.
How would you
Would
feel
you
if
make
someone
fun-
called you out
would
on
you
your
make-
autism?
Hey. Would you make fun of a child with Down syndrome? Because that is basically the same thing as making fun as a ginger person.
Did you just
I
call me
make fun of
Doing
everybody.
something really terrible.
No, you would not. So
No,
we
I
do
don't
need
like
to
as
ban.
well.
We do need to ban this.
We do
word.
need to
It's
ban this
offensive.
word.
Take the word ginger and switch the first G with the N.
I literally just said that. I literally just said that.
I didn't hear you.
didn't
I'm
hear me.
sorry.
There's a song that it's called Prejudice by Tim Minchin. You guys need to watch it.
Yes.
It's fucking awesome.
But so now what am I supposed to buy? G-word snaps?
No, you can just call them nice cookies.
Nice cookies. Soul stealers is what they are.
Red
No,
head-
we're not banning this
red
word.
Yeah, I'm getting
Ginger, please.
Oh my god, what a fucking ginger. What a fucking ginger.
I want my soul back.
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant what a fucking asshole.
My bad. I'm
Am
sorry.
I streaming? Am I streaming?
What a fucking Down syndrome.
doing with these topics?
What a fucking ginger.
Yeah, we get it.
That's it. From now on, that's what we start calling people. And we're like, Ginger, please. I'm taking it back.
Go pick up.
I can't do it.
Ginger, go pick my cookies.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say the other C word, but
that's later.
But ginger is such a hateful term, and it's never had anything really good associated with it. Not even that goddamn seasoning y'all trying to reference me to.
I mean, imagine life living with freckles. It must
We
hurt.
have
Fallen.
guys. My girlfriend is a ginger, and she's gonna see this and that. I'm gonna be in trouble. Because I compared her
just
to a
call me
Down
this
syndrome kid.
Oh,
rip
and Dick
cringy.
left us.
Oh.
What a fucking ginger. Oh shit! I'm sorry.
All right.
Only a
Oh my
ginger.
goodness, watch your
Calling it
language.
Ginger.
All right.
Oh
So
my
let's
God.
move on. Let's move
Extreme.
on. Let's move on to our last topic. I think we've done 3 on each side, so this will be our last topic.
All right, for this one we should do
Are we
like
switching sides on
it
this
could be
one,
pro
or
or con.
what are we doing with this one?
It's the last one. I don't
Just
care.
make it whatever.
We
It could
did-
be pro or con. Just choose.
Yeah, let's
Okay.
go for that. Pick a side,
Oh,
go
God.
with it.
Right.
It's under
Okay.
the title of
EPA.
Oh, my
EPA.
throat. EPA.
Hybrid
Yes.
vehicles are said to be better for the environment. Do hybrid vehicles pose a greater threat to wildlife, i.e. deer, raccoons, and possums, because they're too quiet for them to hear coming?
I mean,
Are they
I
actually
didn't stop that
quiet?
deer I ran over last week, so, and my car's not quiet.
Are
hybrid
Well, that was-
vehicles
If
with
the
air
deer,
conditioner
raccoon,
belts.
or a possum dies, it's because it's retarded, not because it couldn't hear the car coming.
We
Actually,
don't use the word retarded, we use the word ginger, remember?
Oh, if the deer, raccoon, or a possum dies, it's because it's a ginger, not because it couldn't hear the car coming.
The
no.
ginger possum.
See, I think hybrid vehicles are actually safer for the environment and the animals, because when the car hits said deer or any other creature like that, it's not going to do any damage to the deer. You're going to
Gonna
crunch
break
that
the
piece
car.
of shit. It's going to crunch up that little tinfoil hat they call a car, and then they'll have to go buy another one. So it stimulates
Exactly.
the economy, and it saves the environment.
See, I'd rather just have my big ass truck with a muffler going loud as hell driving down the road to scare everything off.
Or
I don't want to have to
Just-
figure out
just
what
drive a
deer's gonna pop
monster
out.
truck.
when the
There's
hybrid-
enough-
I'd rather put metal
Collides with-
spikes at the front of my car, so whenever I run something over, I'm sure it's dead.
And
Exactly.
And you got
And-
dinner.
I was going to say, and you can take it home and eat it. Or you can sell it to that poor Mexican family with the 8-year-olds working in the yard.
Or you can sell it to that poor ginger family that gets bullied every day.
Oh, you mean all the children who just got off of work at the
Yep.
steamboat factory?
Is that how I get my games? Is from them?
You see, but I mean, technically it's a hybrid, so I mean, if once it runs over the deer, it's just going to conform together.
That would
It's gonna
explain
make it
why
fucking
Val
awesome.
hasn't had a new game in so many years.
It's like
The
that
deer,
one
will
episode.
the deer will become a part of the hybrid.
It's like that one episode of Family Guy where he had like the retarded horse that died, and he just put it on the top of his car and he drove forward and just stopped so fast that it went into the pharmacy. This is your problem now.
Oh god.
I love eating dead animals.
Dickie sent me a message. He said he was losing us on his audio. He couldn't do anything, so
Oh,
that's why he had to leave.
that's a shame.
Oh man, wow.
No.
Well, Dickie, if you can hear me, I appreciate you coming on.
What a fucking ginger.
Oh, good shit, good shit.
Oh my.
So
All right.
if
I
a
got
person
nothing.
with regular colored hair pretends to be a ginger, are they a whinger?
Yes.
No, they're just
What
cultural.
is regular colored hair?
Did you
Vsauce.
just
Like-
assume that person with the regular color hair is white?
Yep. And then, oh my God, guess what? Oh,
I just gotta do
now
that
that I know
again.
what the N word really is, we can call them ninjas.
I'm trying to drink. That almost
Ginger,
hurt.
please.
You gotta be careful about all them ninjas coming around. They're getting everywhere. They're all on the rooftops and being super quiet. They're everywhere, I tell you. They stole my sandwich.
Yeah, took my nap.
Oh my
The
god.
beginning of the white genocide. The ninjas are going to replace us as the master race.
Oh my god. Special place in hell for all of you.
I can't breathe.
According to alternatehypothesis.com.
Oh no.
Oh Jesus. Is that the new Wikipedia for you?
Oh, shit. Say ninja.
Ninjas are the lowest of the low race. Oh, God.
Oh my god.
No,
Oh.
they're trans ninja.
I'm just imagining that. I seriously want to hear somebody do that. Vsauce, Michael here. What is a ginger?
Oh my god, that would be great.
Vsauce, Michael here. What
Vsauce, Michael
exactly is a ginger?
And why do they steal our souls?
Gingivitis.
Well, in order to understand a ginger, we first have to examine the concept of human morality and then replace everything we know about it with a black hole.
Vsauce, Michael here. What is a ninja?
That is a ninja who dyes his hair red.
That's an anime character.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Special wisdom. See, this is why I wish we'd had the ginger hamster this week with us. That would have been great.
Oh fuck.
2 gingers for the
that
price
would
of
be
1.
good.
2 for 1. 2 for 1.
It would have been even better to have him on one side, me on the other, and him having to actually argue that ginger's a good thing.
Damn you, ginger hamster. Oh.
Gingers should be tough. We're tough.
Red, you're gonna have to send him the link to just this part of the video.
I'm going to.
Just the part where we talk about
Just
ginger.
this part.
Yeah.
Fuck everything else.
Yeah, forget the rest of it.
Oh,
These will get cut up into 5-minute snippets. This one's gonna be hard. I don't know if I can do that.
And when you do this one,
The child molestation.
I was
one,
gonna
just
say that
spent the
earlier.
entire time laughing.
I'm an Alabama ninja.
I just laughed
Oh,
the
yeah,
entire
see,
time we
I'll
talked
actually,
about that one.
when you edit it and do this one, honey, I'll actually put it up on my channel too. So.
Hey, you actually have some content.
She'll have 2 videos.
I have
Yay.
content.
No, you have a picture with the photoshopped head dancing.
Hey, that's good content right there.
I mean,
I'll
that's
watch that
better
on
than
the
my content, so.
As we stated last time we talked, Red, not even people are willing to watch 20 seconds. They drop out at 11. I can't even watch.
Average view duration 5 seconds.
Pretty much.
Alex, you stupid
I
fucking
literally-
ginger.
She mentioned that right after I actually did leave halfway through the video to go watch the recommended, which was the Animaniacs song.
That was good. I
That's
remember hearing that one.
That's what I recommended for this.
I don't know.
for
I
this
couldn't.
video.
I wouldn't want to be diagnosed with gingivitis at such a young age.
Oh my god.
Super
Oh.
Strong
Gross.
Humans, Extraordinary People documentary.
Oh my god.
I have crippling
Alright.
gingeration.
All right, so we're coming up on an
Michael
hour.
here. What is wrong with us?
Oh, I'm about to mute people. We're coming up on our hour mark, and this is going to be the end of the show. I appreciate everybody coming. So make sure you got your towels so you can clean up afterwards. So, Voltaic, would you like to take a minute or 30 seconds and plug something, preferably a channel and not your ass?
Oh.
Oh.
I have a question before everyone leaves. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
About a 1
All of it.
42.
He could chuck this wood, I can tell you that much.
All right. But yeah, Furlough, Bush did 9/11. All right, I'm muting him now.
What a way to end it.
Gingers
right.
did 9/11.
Friggin' Minders.
No, I mean, check me out on, I guess, Discord at Voltaic hashtag 0380.
Yeah.
All right,
Love it.
definitely. The Messiah of Keck. It is your turn. What would you like to plug?
Guys, if you'd like, you can check out my YouTube channel. I know that it's been put in the description of this video. I post a lot of anti-socialist content, I guess is the best way to describe it. Basically, I I'm a centralist, so I'll argue both sides of the aisle. You can also find me on Twitter for memeing. You can find me on Discord for memeing. And you can also follow my MySpace.
Who the fuck has MySpace?
Fuck.
You're fucking memer.
Who still has a MySpace?
You guys can follow me on Tumblr too.
Oh no!
Follow my
geez.
grinder.
You can find me on Twitter.
I wouldn't be caught dead.
I actually do want to make a Tumblr account and then just like make it as like a troll, but like try to fit in with their crowd. And I'll just like post like a whole long series of videos about my Tumblr experience.
Be like Antifa.
Exactly.
My life as a spy in Tumblr.
And you know what? I'll do the same thing for 4chan too.
Nice.
Gotta balance it out.
All right, Mr. Fox Scott, it is your turn, sir.
Okay, I guess check out my YouTube channel. I do mostly gaming videos. I'm actually going to be making a separate channel for just my response stuff and things like this. Other than that, I'm hoping my Discord will be in the description once this is all done. And there's currently only 3 people in there. So if you want to stop by and just chat, let me know. Or join it, I guess.
Oh no.
Yeah.
All right.
If I join right now, do I get my own role?
Maybe.
Oh, okay. I want to be
Probably.
dignity.
Okay, yeah, you probably will.
All right, and the one and only Red and only. What would you like to plug?
Well, what are you gonna plug me with?
My ass.
Oh, I'm so debating about changing my nickname handle to the one and only Ninja. But anyway, now I've actually got a few ideas that I've been kicking around, and so. But you can actually find our Discord links. Also, my Discord is "Fuck Your Feminism." Why? Because this is our version of feminism. Everything's fair, or it's not fair at all. So.
All right, thank you. Now, I appreciate each and every one of you guys coming on, and lady. Go check out their stuff. Go to their Discord, their YouTube channel, whatever, and make sure you subscribe. Watch their content. If you guys like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, give me a thumbs down, left, right. Fuck it, I don't care. This was fun, so it doesn't matter to me. If you want to see more of this, make sure you subscribe, hit that bell. If you want to support this channel, go get Insurgency at the link in the description below. It's only $9.99, and it is one hell of a game. It really is. If you've got PTSD, don't buy it. It will send you back. So, other than that, it's a good game.
According to Alternate Hypothesis, you should dislike this video because Alternate Hypothesis was brought up in it.
And he got muted.
And muted.
And demonetized.
And don't forget.
Demonetized.
And don't forget, gingers have no souls.
And we're gonna
Yes,
end
we
on
do.
that
We have
note.
them all on our skin.
Yes, they
Don't
do.
forget gingers caused 9/11.
I appreciate
That's a
everybody,
really long closer.
and we'll catch you guys in the next video next week. Monday we're gonna be returning back Sundays at noon. Have a good week. Bye.
Bye.
Adios.